What's up, Cancer? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, so I'm in a really good mood, guys. So with this new moon that we have going on, it started February 4th, I believe, to about the 9th. So maybe some of you are catching this video during those dates. But yeah, without even realizing that it was going to be a new moon, something inside of me is just like, Lissette, clean. Clear out your space, clear out your house. Just take a day or two and just focus on clearing energy. So it was really, really nice. So I hope you guys did something or, plan to do something along those lines. This is like the cleanest my place has been in a really long time. You know, that deep scrub that you need. But let's see what's going on with you guys. Now, this is going to be general. Whatever pops up, pops up. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So let's see what's going on with you guys. What is going on with the sign of Cancer? February 2019. Alright, so the Five of Swords and the reverse popped out. So that's when we're in a place where we're really just trying to avoid conflict at all costs. Okay, we don't want to be part of tension. We don't want to be part of, troubling issues. We just want to, avoid all of that. Alright, so we have your past, present, okay, and future. Okay. So the energy that we have here, guys, is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, there could be a strong earth energy for you this month. That could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn around you. If not, this is something where you're really taking a very grounded approach towards something, whether it's a business that you're building or something that you're just going through in your life right now, where you want to take your time and know what you're getting yourself involved with. You want to take slow, methodical, well thought out steps. Now we have the Eight of Swords, so it's like you're going towards something, but it's like your mind is stuck on something else. All right, so your mind is trapped in some sort of limiting thought process. Okay. We also have the Queen of Wands here, so there could have been a fire sign around, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or this could be in regards to maybe entrepreneurs out here. Maybe you're moving forward with something, or maybe you're working on a business or a project, something. Okay, and you're just kind of stuck. So let's see what that's about. Now, going into your past, guys, the first card that we have here is the Knight of Swords. So that could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energy. Here, it's just going to be you guys focusing on something. Really just trying to cut out anything that's not going to work for you. Thinking very sharply, really just wanting to make good moves. So why is this Knight of Swords here? We have the Five of Cups. Two of Cups in the reverse. So in this case, maybe some of you could have had some sort of fallout with a air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. For others of you, it's just cutting out something that wasn't working for you, whether it was a job, a friendship, maybe even a family member. I feel like there was definitely a loss over something you cut out, but the decision was made in a very logical way. So I do feel like you really thought this out. With the Ten of Swords, it could have been because of a betrayal or something very heavy that happened where you knew, okay, this is not going to be successful. I have to let this go. So you're in a place where intuitively you want to build and you know what route you're supposed to take in life. But I feel like a lot of you, because there's a lot of pentacle energy coming through. So again, if it's not an earth sign that you guys are dealing with, I feel like for a lot of you, the focus is going to be business. How do I get to the next level? How do I get past, the stagnant energy that I may have been in? And what do I need to release in order to get there? Because there's a sense of waiting. Okay, I've planted my seed. I've been part of this process. So what now? What comes in next? And we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Let me pull one more card. Six of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you guys really just parted ways with a situation that felt really forced for you. Okay? And I don't feel like it was done in a harsh way for a lot of you. I feel like it's something where it's like, look, no hard feelings. I may have messed up or you may have messed up in this way, but it's not working out. So I feel like you guys are just trying to be patient throughout this entire change here because there's just too much adversity here in the past. So you definitely have to talk about giving up on something. So it's like you're suppressing pain in a situation. You're going back and forth. Do I stay? Do I go? But ultimately, you guys feel like there's something that you need to just leave behind. We have the Judgment card in the reverse. And the Two of Swords. So again, that indecision, guys. But knowing at the end of the day that something is bad judgment. So maybe a lot of you are just being patient and trying to figure out a way of how to, you know, get through this, how to handle the situation. But there's something that's out of your control at that point, right? And you know it's not working, and that things would spiral out of your control if you continued with this. Now, in your present moment, we have the Lover's card. Okay, so very powerful card. It could be, you know, intimacy with a loved one. Could be a good friend. Could even be a family member, just someone that you're close to. But we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Honestly, you guys, if this is within love, I feel like there can be quarrels happening, all right, where you guys may be kind of talking shit to one another, but it's not anything that is going to deter you from being with one another. It's just, you know, having to get through a situation, but still having a strong bond with somebody, okay? Or maybe realizing that there's, well, in some cases, it could be that someone's trying to build on something, but someone's just not being receptive to it. They're not communicating back. So either or. Now, we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So it could be a third-party situation you find yourself in, but this could also be knowing that you need to remove yourself from something. Maybe even being a bit depressed about something. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So you guys are really just trying to release the burden of something. You're really stuck on it still, but you know it's unconventional. For some of you, this could also be not going out as much, kind of staying to yourself, but wanting to build at the same time. So for any of you guys that are staying home more often, or you're just not putting yourself out there the way you usually do, I feel like it's just you trying to readjust with the situation. Okay, because again, you guys are in a place where you just don't want to fight. You guys have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Now you have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So a sense of, okay, how do I build myself, and how do I move away from things that were going to stress me out in any way, shape, or form? So you're on the right path, but I feel like you're still thinking about how to truly get it done. All right, you have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And then this is from the actual deck. Sorry about that, guys. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. In this case, there is going to be someone from your past that may come back into your life, or maybe you're going to try to reach out to them. If this resonates thus far with you and your situation, then it most likely will be best to not go here, because it's just showing that someone is keeping secrets, all right, that you're going to have to stand strong. Again, maybe it's an air sign that some of you are stuck on, or with the Queen of Swords, that could just be the attitude that you guys need, where, you know, the Queen of Swords, yes, she has feelings. It's not that she's cold, but she's very logical. So she could be head over heels in love with someone, but if that's going to deter her stability or her business plan, anything like that, or, you know, it could be a guy as well, they're just not going to go for it. So they are very good when it comes to cutting out the, you know, the unnecessary, anything that can derail us. Okay, so yeah, something from the past that's going to want to come back into your life. In this case, I don't see it as a good decision. I'm going to pull one more card for this one here. Tower card in the reverse. Dodge the bullet, guys. All right? Especially if this is something that was hard for you to move away from. Okay? So yeah, you guys are really just going to have to stand strong. Maybe some of you are going to be tempted to go back to this, but cards are saying just avoid any problem here. Now, moving forward into your future, you have the Four of Pentacles. So this is being guarded towards, you know, certain people in your life. Also could be you guys either being tight with finances or just saving up. Saving up money so you can allocate it towards something. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. And the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So, yeah, you know what, you guys, the new moon energy, and I feel like it was just for everybody this month, but this is really coming through in your life, because you're realizing, like, look, there's certain things that just had a lot of shadow elements that may have brought out shadow elements within me that just doesn't serve me. Something that I just need to leave behind. I need to leave it in the dark. It's not necessary for me anymore. So there's just this big shift that's happening where you're just thinking more logically, and you're really thinking about each step before you take it. Okay, but you know that there's something unconventional. You know there's something that just has too much adversity. Okay, and it's just something that's going to cause you some sort of loss here. Now, with that being let go of, and this could just be you guys feeling bad about having to let this go. But look at this. Once you turn your back on the situation, you get wish fulfillment. You get something that really helps in regards to healing and balancing you out. You have the Ten of Swords and you have the Six of Wands in the reverse behind that. So it's really a catch-22 situation. Yes, you're releasing something, and for a lot of you, I feel like that could be hard, that could be painful. But what you guys are going into is very, very good, and you guys know that this is how you had to, you know, take this path, even though, again, it was difficult with that Six of Swords in the reverse. Now we have the Empress card. So you're leaving something behind and new beginnings come in. And with the Empress card, if it's not pregnancy, then it's going to be a situation that you have to tend to. So think of a garden. You can't just plant all these seeds and walk away and, you know, come back a month later. You have to be there every day. You have to tend to that. You have to water that. You have the Seven of Cups in the reverse and the Emperor in the reverse. So you guys see a situation clearly for what it is. You know that someone wasn't being true to themselves, or maybe true to somebody else, but you see that for what it is. So whatever wasn't serving you, or whatever was just, you know, maybe you putting on a mask, making society think you're one way, but knowing that you're truly a different way within yourself, I feel like that's what you're releasing. So anything that's not authentic in your life, you guys are really going to be able to pick up on that. Okay, with that Seven of Cups in the reverse, whether it's you not being truthful to yourself, or you know, not being truthful to someone else, or them not being truthful to you, you see it. Okay, with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, everything is put out on the table. So there's no lies at this point. So you're very, you know, certain of what's good and what's not. And we have the Six of Pentacles, so that's what brings you a lot of balance, because you're very real with yourself about this. You guys are putting yourself in a place where if you're going to invest your time in a person or just in anything, you want to make sure that there's going to be at least an equal return to you. You have the Ace of Wands and you have the Ace of Cups, all right? So with you guys letting this go, there's unexpected blessings that pour in. You're going to be very emotionally fulfilled. There's going to be a lot of passion here. All right, so you're going to definitely have a lot of balance. Whatever this was, guys, that you're letting go of, it's, you know, it's throwing you off. So if there's a business you want to go for, if there is someone that maybe you've really been connecting with, you know, I feel like this is a good thing. Okay. All right, so let's pull you guys some cards of advice. Something for you guys to think about for the month. Let me get 3 cards of advice for the sign of Cancer, February 2019. We have the Emperor, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Alright guys, so this is very clear. With your energy being the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, you're for certain that something's going to be a waste of time and effort. And the way that I know that is because with this Emperor popping up, this is a situation that you're most likely well versed in, or that you understand because of all the past experiences in life that you've been through. The Emperor is going to be someone that makes a decision for the greater good, not necessarily something that could be best for him solely, but just, you know, looking at a whole. Is this good for everyone involved? Do we all benefit from this? I feel like I can't even talk right now. But yeah, there's a situation here where there's going to be fighting, bickering, a sense of competition possibly, just that tense energy, but you're going to know, look, this is something I can't go towards. All right, so definitely a time for you guys to boss up. I'm going to pull you guys some cards of advice from another deck as well. We have the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so where's the illusion in your life? What's causing you the burden? What is it that you have to release? Okay, so whatever this is, especially if you're scared of releasing it, with the Five of Cups in the reverse, you will get over it. Okay, you're going to get to the point where You're excited about the new things coming in and the new possibilities that you have. All right, so let's see. I'm going to use one more deck. So this deck, guys, for those who are going to question it, it's called Tarot of the Night, okay? The first one I used was Golden Universal Tarot. Alright, so let's get you guys some advice cards here. I post daily energies, guys, on Instagram with cards every day. So if you ever want to see what's going to go down in your day, the energies around you, High Vibrations 44, okay? Alright, so last bit of advice for Cancers. We have the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Moon card. So yeah, for a lot of you, this is going to be a very uncomfortable transition. Okay, but your soul wasn't easy with it. With the Judgment card in the reverse, you knew it wasn't a good idea. Alright, so something that you're really concerned about, thinking a lot about, where maybe there was a betrayal. Maybe there's something that's just suddenly changing. But with the Moon card, this is going to be an awakening. Okay, so this might stir you up, but this is going to make you just have a deeper understanding of yourself and of the world. So this is a very powerful thing, yo. I see pain, but I see pain that educates you and makes you move differently in life. Yeah, it puts you in a place where you really had no choice but to think. Where there could have been a harsh exchange of words between you and somebody else, or, you know, another group of people. But this is where it all leads to. The Ten of Cups. So I'm not sure if this is something that you guys are holding on to because you felt that you can find happiness from this. But you have to realize that when you let go, that's actually what brings you happiness. So just make sure that you're not forcing anything. Okay? What's meant for you cannot be taken away. Okay? If you're meant to shine in a certain area of life and that's your calling, nobody can get in the way of that. Alright, guys. So, like I said, I post all of these daily energies on Instagram, High Vibrations 44. I also do questions through Instagram and email, so you guys could always DM me and we can get that process going. Now, for those of you who want a full-length reading, 30-minute readings, just go to my website, just select the day that you want it on. I do offer emergency readings as well if you need something very quick. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good month, and I'll catch you later with some other readings that I'm going to have for you guys. Take care, guys.